Hello guys and welcome back to Dylan's Little Hobbies, and in today's video we are going to be, of course, reviewing the season finale, guys. The season finale of Loki. You know, going into this, I had no idea what to expect. I was just hoping it would be good. I was hoping that it would tie into Doctor Strange and the multiverse of madness. I also heard that this show got picked up for a second season. Hopefully that's good. I do believe that this is the only show that got picked up for a second season. Like, I don't know if WandaVision was great, you know. It could have been better, but WandaVision was still really awesome. I would love to see a season 2 of that. Maybe taking place after Doctor Strange, just assuming that there's a story that they can tell, you know. We'll see about that in Doctor Strange. But let's go ahead and talk about Loki. So, you know, before we do that, let's actually discuss my thoughts on the MCU going forward. Because, truth be told, this series alone has saved the Marvel Cinematic Universe for me. Let me explain. So, other than Loki, other than WandaVision, I have Doctor Strange. Black Widow was always gonna be cool, but Black Widow doesn't actually count because it was supposed to be coming out like a year ago, so it doesn't count. Yeah, Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness, and then I have Guardians of the Galaxy. That's it. I'm not looking forward to Thor. I wasn't even really looking forward to the Spider-Man movie. Like, I don't expect the Spider-Man movie to be bad. I just think that they're throwing too much into it, and I don't know. I don't think it's gonna be as good as Endgame. I could be wrong, but we'll of course just have to wait and see about that. But what about Loki? I knew from the beginning I had a really good feeling about Loki. I really did. And now that we have seen the last episode of none other than Loki, guys, I have to say this. Without a doubt, this is my favorite show that the MCU has put out ever. I really did enjoy it. So what we got is, we got Loki, we got female Loki, and they go into this castle at the end of time. They're trying to find out who is the timekeepers, right? Well, then they find out that they are none. There are none. There's only one. The one that's left. Just a guy, purple suit, kind of a businessman. I loved his personality, by the way. But basically, he comes, they try to kill him. Of course, he knows what's gonna happen, so he uses the devices that he has to jump ahead in time, jump back in time, you know, make sure they can't kill him, even though they really want to. And then they eventually are pretty much invited into his office to sit down. Let's talk this out. I loved this guy's personality. I had no idea who he was supposed to be. I didn't find out who he was until my friend actually told me after the show. But this is Kane. Kane the Conqueror. And I should have picked that up when he said, "Oh, I'm kind of a conqueror." They call me many names. Conqueror is one of them. I should have known that it was Kane the Conqueror. I don't know much about the comic books. I know mostly about the MCU movies. So that's probably why I didn't pick that up as much as I should have. But I should have picked up from just that line that he was Kane the Conqueror. I should have picked up from just that line that he was Kane the Conqueror. And yes, I do know Kane the Conqueror from the comic books. While I'm not much of a comic book reader, I have heard of Kane the Conqueror before. And basically, he told them what was going on. What was going on was years and years ago, a great scientist, the great scientist, actually found out that there were other universes. At the same time, his other universe selves, also found out that there were other universes, and so they created a portal into other universes. And thus they got to meet. And most of them were alright, most of them were good, but some of them were jerks. Some of himself were jerks from other universes, and they wanted to conquer all. So a massive war happened, and the Time Lords came to save the day? No, that was just a lie told by Kane the Conqueror, and the whole TVA thing was just to set the entire timeline correct. That way, another version of him doesn't come. And the fact is, he knew everything that was going to happen until the moment that they decided to kill him. They didn't know what was going to happen next. He didn't know what was going to happen next. And I loved how, excited he was to not know what was going to happen next, only to know that there was only going to be chaos afterwards. That to me was great. So, he tried to give Loki and female Loki the opportunity to come in and rule the day. They could come in, they could be in charge of the TVA, they could make sure that none other Kane the Conquerors come by and ruin the multiverse. He gave them the opportunity to be. And then there was actually, I love this part, that, remember that little, I'm going to call it a penny, that talking penny from the TVA? So, she's working for Kane the Conqueror from the beginning, and she was there trying to tell him before they went to go meet the Kane the Conqueror, you guys don't have to do this. We can give you a universe where you two can rule together and have everything you want. They said, no, we're going to create free will again. Then they went and tried to kill Kane the Conqueror and failed. Now, we got female Loki, and she's had enough of this. She's gone through her whole life with her own world, her home, destroyed and everything. All because this guy is scared of his other universe selves. She wants free will. She wants to take him out. And I love the fact that Loki, out of all people, Loki is the one that said, wait a minute, let's think this over. What if he's telling the truth? What if the multiverse goes mad? And then they have a kiss. Okay. I am not necessarily a fan of female Loki and Loki together. I'm not. I know they were setting it up. I expected the kiss. I'm not saying that's a bad thing, but look, if there was a really nice, really hot female version of myself, look, it would be like dating my sister or dating myself, right? I mean, I'm sorry. I love myself, but I don't want to date myself. It doesn't matter how hot she is. Yeah. It's really weird to me that they decided to go with this whole thing of female Loki and our Loki falling in love. Because he's falling in love with himself. It's really, really weird. It's really weird. But alright. Then she plays a trick on him. Gets him out of the room. He's transported back to the TVA. And she kills Kane. The moment she kills Kane, the multiverse expands. And we got more Kane the Conquerors to rise and create Well, the multiverse of madness. Now, they left us on a cliffhanger. I don't know if the cliffhanger, when season 2 comes back, they're going to resolve this and Kang the Conqueror will not be in Multiverse of Madness or the Spider-Man movies. I hope that's not the case. I hope Kang the Conqueror is the next big MCU villain. Especially now that we have not one Kang the Conqueror to deal with. Like, dealing with one Thanos, great. Now we end up with 2 Thanos, right? Oh my god, that was crazy. But 100 Kangs? All killing each other to try to take the throne? And only our heroes able to stop him and restore the multiverse? This could be fun. I hope that would be the future of the MCU. If they do that, oh boy, then I'm here to even watch Thor: Love and Thunder. You know, I'm in it. I'm in it. If they do this, I want to see it. But if they don't, then yeah. Like, I mean, even in Guardians of the Galaxy, we have her back. And don't get me wrong, when they brought Gamora back from the other multiverse, you know, it's cool to get Gamora back, but it's not our Gamora, right? So, our Gamora died. So, it's just another multiverse of Gamora. I'm looking forward to the movie just to find out what happens next, but I kind of hope that this Gamora doesn't fall in love with our Star-Lord, because Star-Lord, you know, it's not Gamora. It's not Star-Lord's Gamora. It's another multiverse Gamora. It's not our Gamora. And you could even say that about our Loki, right? It's not our Loki, it's another multiverse Loki. But, you know, it's just, at least they got the multiverse of madness thing going on, and I hope that perhaps even in Guardians of the Galaxy they have to deal with Kang the Conqueror. Like, that would be cool. Bring in the entire thing, and the next big Avengers movie could be Kang the Conqueror conquers all. I don't know what the name of it would be actually, but that could be the next Avengers movie. Is them dealing with multiple Kang the Conquerors. Either way, I really enjoyed Loki. Hopefully, it gave me some hope for the future of the MCU. I don't know if that will last, but I'm willing to find out. Let me know down in the comments below. What are your thoughts about Kang the Conqueror? What are your thoughts about Loki Season 1 finale? What are your thoughts about the season in general? To me, I think this is obviously the best show that the Marvel Cinematic had between the 3 shows that they came out with. And I'm looking forward to seeing what comes next. Thank you guys for watching, and I am out. Bye.